This the intro to my show. How to do stuff with tools. Tuning up Ford Transit Connect. 2010 to 2012, doesn't matter. All the parts are the same. Everything is the same. Tune it up. There's really, it's an oil change, air filter, and plugs if you don't know the last time they were changed. Yeah, they were plugs. I mean, ignition coils are easy. It's one bolt. They pop off. I don't know why I moved the camera like that. This is my first video with tools. How to do stuff with tools, right? And your hands. Yep. And then when you wash them at the end of the job, they hurt. Yeah, because of all the cuts. Because you didn't wear gloves, you dumb mother. No, I have a pair of mechanics gloves I'm ready to destroy. It's every oil job. You will get oil all over your goddamn hands. So, what you want to do is make sure the oil is warm, not hot, but not cold. So you just run the engine for a little bit, then you touch it, make sure she's not, cold but not warm, and then it's a Ford. American made, America. So we should be needing, I would think, one of the standard sockets. This the intro to my show. How to do stuff with tools. How to do stuff with tools. Right. That's gonna get very fucking really yeah. Anyway. Make sure you always have your cigarettes ready. Yeah, it's important. That's what my dad taught me growing up. How to do so? Yeah, right. You know what it is now. Anyway, okay. So basically, the tune-up, I forgot to really end that off. So, air filter, 4 plugs. For some reason, the guy at the place gave me 6. Me personally, never go into AutoZone. Only Advanced Auto Parts. The difference, employees. There you go. So, we'll get to that at the end. Very important with these Fords and this particular engine. You use a very specific. Oh God. Over 500 podcasts and I still can't talk. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, YouTubers, I don't know how you do it. Okay, so anyway, 4 plugs, make sure your fluids are all good. I forgot the windshield wiper fluid, very important. However, who knows? Anyway, but I checked this guy. He's good. I think he's the, he would be the, I don't know what fluid it is, but this one's the brake fluid. That one's good. Let's see, it's at max. I'm probably wrong there. Anyway, point being is these are full. That one needs to be filled. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take out your plugs and try to get the best ones you can. I mean, don't literally the cost between a cheap plug and the good plug is like $3 a piece. I mean, if you want to save some money, $12 doing a tune-up is not where you want to save that 12. Just like in my case, if I wanted to save the $12, I would have to cut down my smoothie intake from Wawa from 10 to about 6 a day for about 3 days, and I'll make up the difference. So that's okay. I mean, the sweats, the constant in and out of the bathroom will happen. But anyway, how to do things with stuff with tools? Yeah, right. So anyway, these come pre-gapped actually because you spent the extra money. Oh, look where that extra money went. Now you don't have to screw around with that dumb, spacer thing that they think you're going to put in your keychain. Now, I tried every single one. Actually 2 of the 5/8 standard plug socket. Right. Just got done smoking a cigarette. right. I was so lucky enough to inherit my father's tools, who forced me to work on cars every weekend that I spent with him. So all of these in here, when I put the plug in to make sure they fit, the grommet that catches it, and if you can't really see it in there, but there's a black grommet in there that grabs the tips of these, so when you take them out of the engine, it comes up with the sockets. Ingenious, right? Rubber. Who knew? So anyway, you know, another thing is, when you put this in the socket to put it back in, you hand tighten it, or you hand thread it first so you don't cross thread. You cross thread one of these bitches into the block and you're fucked. Trust me. Yep. Anyway, yeah. So, how to do stuff with tools. So, this one is a Stanley. Now, I'm an electrician. Electricians, what they do with sockets is they go to Lowe's and they find out what socket set at that particular date. They need a socket, which is about once every 6 or 8 months, and realize, oh, it's the one that I always use and it's gone. I wish I could remember what size it is. Yeah, so you gotta buy a new set. That's why. Yeah, right. My father always said, whenever you use a tool, you put it back. I mean, you know, my hand tools, the electrical tools that I use every day, yeah, I make sure. But these, who gives a fuck? I'm not a mechanic. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, how to do stuff with tools. So, yeah, so just wanted to go over that. And now we're going to get to the draining of the oil before it gets too cold, because then you won't get it all out. Oh no! Okay, so as you can see, big pile of sockets, because you never know what you're going to need under here. They didn't fit. I went standard, too small, too big. That must mean it's metric American. So, tried metric. That one sort of fit. Then the next one down kind of fit. And then, wouldn't you know, the 13 millimeter was our winner. It fit like a bug in a rug. It's all snug. That was backwards. So, put that on the trusty craft. Thanks, Dad. Right all around. Thanks for leaving me that. Now, what you want to do with these is lose them, probably. By the way, you'll see I am now wearing gloves that I'm going to destroy. Thanks, Dean, for leaving them in my van when you worked with me last time you did. Doodling in it. So I'm gonna buy a Dino a new pair of mechanics gloves when I go to yeah, because I gotta go get windshield wiper fluid and a coffee, because after you do this you have to wait for all of it to drip out, and that's a perfect time to go to Wawa and get a coffee. So got my new trusty thing here, right? But first you gotta get the wrench in there, and this is where it gets all icky and messy and dirty. So at least Dean will finally realize, where'd my gloves go? Oh, did I leave them with Frank? Yes, sure did. Oh, alright. Now I made sure it was going the proper way. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Metric is still that way. And let's see how hard it, oh, you know, who put it on here? They did a good job. Alright, so you just kind of smack it, get some leverage. Yeah, and then you hurt your hand and you realize you're doing a show called How to Do Stuff with Tools. So use a tool. Yeah. Oh. That would make sense. Yeah. Now, it's a good thing I'm doing this video. So a lot of people would say, Frank, what are you going to do? Well, since I was trying to hammer with my hand, and it didn't work because I hurt it, just use a hammer. Now, again, I'm an electrician. And I don't wire houses because I'm an electrician. You're not an electrician if you wire houses. Sorry if I offended anybody who does that for a living, but do yourself a favor. Get a new job in the trade that makes you actually think, because I could train a monkey to do your job. You are not an electrician, you are a hack. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So just kind of hammer it loose, and if it's a really good wrench, it'll bounce back like that. Right on. Let me just make sure I'm doing it the right way, because that would be stupid. Yep, that's a loosey. Yep. One thing you learn in electrical trades is bolts and nuts and stuff. So you kind of get used to doing this shit. Fucker. Okay. Break loose, you fucker. Oh, yeah, and whenever you work on cars, this is another thing my dad taught me growing up. On, you know, how he would do things with tools, is curse all the time. So make sure you do that. For some reason that's important. I hate you. Oh, and the beauty part is when you hammer it, this is why you always want to make sure you get the right socket, because you know, you don't want when you hammer it the socket to become part of the bolt that you're taking out. Right? That would be good. So the socket is still stuck to the bolt, so I'm guessing that's going to be a problem later. But hey, well, there's a remedy for that. I'll show you that too. So it's a good thing I'm fucking up. Yeah. There we go. Now she's loose. Okay. Hammer! Right on. How to do stuff with tools. It was getting annoying at first. Now it's kind of funny. Alright, now it's nice loosey goose. When you drain oil, look what I did. Yep, I did this behind your back. A little trick. So the oil comes out better. Kind of like pouring stuff out of a jug. And it goes glub, glub, glub. But then if you get a screwdriver or whatever, it comes out nice. So anyway, right. Okay, intermission of how to do stuff with tools. Brought to you by RedDragonsRadio.com. Since I don't have the right tools to do the job with, I gotta improvise. I've once seen my father drive a screwdriver right through the middle of it to use it for leverage. It works. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think it would. Then again, I didn't want to do it anyway. So I was looking for any reason to say, no, it's not gonna work. I'm not wasting my time. And he blamed me because I put it on the mast. Well, don't let a 9-year-old put a fucking oil filter on that and get a fucking moron. Anyway, it looks like when I get my windshield wiper fluid, I'm also buying it. What you're going to see next is the oil filter wrench, what they look like, how they work. So, how to do stuff with tools after you got to go buy them when you're doing a job, because you never have what you need. Yay. Right on. Yep. Be back with my coffee and my how to do stuff with tools. The right tools. There you go. How to do stuff with. Okay. So anyway, day 2. Just finished downloading all the videos from working on Ford Transit, the 2-day-long tune-up that should never take longer than an hour. Suck. Anyway, so we're pretty much about to put the plug back in. All the oil's drained out because it's had plenty of time to do it, and gonna take the pretty much oil filter off, put the new one back in, make sure the plug's nice and tight, and then fill her back up. So let's get to it. Oh, any comments or anything that you leave, please make sure they're not, mad, because this was not intended to be good. That's not gonna be. It was impossible. Meanwhile, I got my earbuds in, listening to the Indie Sports Car podcast. It's Krista Hardy and I did it last night. And I had to get this guy because this thing was way too tight. So this should be the right size. I hope it's the right size. Yeah, one of those things. It kind of slides on like that. Okay. Well, it does fit. Just gotta get some torque on it. Ow! Whoever put this in is an asshole, because that was really tight. Holy shit, should never be that tight, should only be hand tight. There's a gasket there. And the gasket does most of the work. When you take this out, it's going to be filled with oil. I'm glad I'm wearing. Well, okay, I gotta put the glove on. Of course, that's the wrong one. There we go. The Dean glove. There we go. All right. Here's a little tip for you guys. You take some of the old oil. It's not going over the camera. That's the second time. Take some of the old oil, get a little dirty here. Alright, and you kind of like put it right there on the gasket, the new one. You cut the gasket with oil. Go, get some more oil. You want to make sure the gasket's nice and oiled up, so when it makes a seal, it makes a nice tight seal. It won't leak. You don't want a little leaky gasket. It's the last thing you want. All right. Yeah, get nice and dirty. Alright, that's definitely plenty. Gotta always make sure you got a clean rag handy to get all the crap off your hand, and I don't. But it's never far away. Alright. Hands clean again. Got a new oil filter from Purolator because that was the sale at Advanced Auto Parts, and made sure that you always want to get the sale because why not? But make sure it's Valvoline, always Valvoline. I always put nothing but Valvoline. There's only one reason, really, because Alan Jr. That was his sponsor when he won his first Indy 500. It literally is the only reason why. And you do not want to cross-thread it. It's supposed to go on nice and easy, and for some reason this one's not. That's always a good sign. See, you want to thread it on real nice and easy. It's got to want to go on, and this one is not. I mean, it's kind of threading weird. I'll give it that. It doesn't want to thread. Why not? Come on, buddy. Why? Now it's the same one, that's for sure. I hope the threads on the new oil filter are not screwed up. It doesn't want to go. Great. There we go. Nice and loose. Makes it nice and much easier to take all the way off. Let's see what she looked like. Filled with crap. When your air filter's letting leaves and crap in there, that's bad. That's how you tell it need to be replaced. That's crap. This is brand new. So it's obviously how it goes on is this way. Alright. I'm going to put this on first before we put everything back on it. So it hinges here, 2 little hinges. Down she goes. Alright, there you go. 3 metal clips, one here, clip, and clip. Alright, and then let's put everything back on. There we go. Electrical components back on. And to help us out from next time. Spray some WD-40 on the band screw. That way for next time, it'll be nice and easy. I wish somebody would have done that for me. Yeah, there's a little bit of rust sediment that was stopping my socket from going all the way down over top of the plug, which is always a good sign. I'm joking, it's not. It's a bad sign. Alright, when it gets loose, you can just take that off. Spin it with your hand so you know when it's loose to come out. Alright, there she is, and wow. She wasn't, wow. Never seen a spark plug like that before. No wonder she didn't want to come off. Look at the difference of these plugs. I don't know why. I'm a bit worried. I think they might have given me the wrong spark plug, because I've never seen a spark plug like this. But however, it doesn't mean because that's a long piece of porcelain with a tip at the end. Unless, oh no, the thread is in there. It broke right off the socket. That is exactly what just happened. God damn it. The ignition coil that I had to get that melted because that fucking spark plug broke off of the threads because it was rusted, because apparently they've never been goddamn fucking, they've never been replaced probably ever. Fucking so I don't know if you can hear that pop 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 pop. That is the yeah, I don't know what it's doing to the inside of my hood right now, but I'm just kind of forewaying it down the road to my mechanic. How to do stuff with tools, yeah. So anyway, the simple tune-up of the Ford Transit, air filter went fine. Yeah. Everything else was a big fail. The oil filter wouldn't fit. Took it back. They're gonna order me a new one. I'll have to buy 5 more gallons of oil for that, because the old one's still back on. Yep. Good thing I didn't put a hole through it like my dad would with a screwdriver. Oh, there goes the not tune-up car, because the first spark plug you go to, it rusted out. I showed you in the last video, and my mechanic laughed at me, and he said, "Only you, of course, but they got tools for that kind of stuff." That's why I came here. And then Pez from Way Off Topic Radio. Pez, what's up? Ah! Okay, so yeah, that's about the 3rd time you see my face in this entire fucking video. So anyway, that's the only time. Oh, let's calm down there, Pez.
The fucking camera's in my way.
That's right. How to do stuff with tools and then crash and die with Pez and Frank. Way Off Topic Radio on YouTube on a new channel. Jesus Christ, we go.